idea what it's about. Downloaded it, sounded nice. Let's see. Choose characters. Operator. I'm sorry if the audio is loud. Is there a way to fix that yet? No, I'll have to wait. An operator works with drones and high-precision remote machines to perform complex tasks from a distance. Sleepers assigned to operator work are usually cerebral and precise people. Perk, transfer, intercept. Chance to gain cryo on interface actions. As on skills, we have a +1 on interface and a -1 on endure. What else do we have? Extractor. Extractors work on resource extraction, often in hard vacuum environments. Sleepers assigned to extractor work are often confident, self-sufficient, and have a high level of endurance. They have this, oh, they do not. +1 on endure and -1 on intuit. Okay, so I only have 2 options? No. What's this one? Oh, machinists. I don't know why it skipped that. A machinist repairs and modifies automated systems used in industrial resource extraction. Sleepers assigned to machinist work are usually diligent, careful, and structured people. Perk, efficient extractor, chance to gain random scrap item on engineer skill actions. Sorry. +1 on engineer and -1 on engage. Okay, what was this other one? Perk. Photosynthetic skin. Sunbathe dice action allows energy recovery at home. I'm liking the way machinist sounds, so we'll use that. I'm gonna break this though. Okay, options. Thank you. Music level. Ambient sound. Is that good for everybody? I mean, I don't want no sound. Scroll speed. Scene text. Okay, we're gonna keep everything else the same and see how it works. Okay, the first thing you become aware of on waking is disconnect. The delay between thinking and feeling, between wanting to act and acting. Minor, almost imperceptible, but always present. Let's see, unknown. Where are you? 0 items. Cryptocurrency stored in air-walled sticks of memory known as chits. Data. And there's nothing. Okay, continue. The first thing you became... Oh, I already read that. It's at its worst when waking, when yourself has spent many dark hours recalling what it felt like to be real, to be a person, to be in a body that was indisputably yours. Think of that body. Forget that body. No more other options? No. It's worst when waking, when yourself has spent many dark hours recalling what it felt like to be real, to be a person, to be in a body that was indisputably yours. I'm gonna think of that body. A leap into a cold lake on a hot day, the sting of blood welling from a fresh wound, the friction of a fingertip. All of a sudden, the memories are closer than you thought, blurring as you approach until you can't tell one from the other. The cold slips in, behind and around you, and the sensations fade out of reach. Perhaps you should be thankful for the dulled nature of this new body, given your current circumstances. The walls of the container feel immediately present, cold, hard, at your back and face, cramping your limbs. You resist the desire to stretch, knowing that the claustrophobia comes next, and retreat a little from your central nervous system. It isn't painful, not like you used to know pain, at least. In emergency mode, pain is a message delivered with efficiency and ease, a reminder that harm is imminent. There is no insistent throb, no trembling nerves, just a warning delivered with the banal quality of a digital notification. Right now, there are thousands of them. Remember the plan, remember the others. Sort of the plan. You mostly remember that it wasn't a good plan, but then your options were limited. And once you got the itch to get out, by any means possible. It was either that plan or something much worse. It was at least simple. Collapse the shaft, drift away in the chaos, slip into cargo processing, seal yourself into containers, then just hope their freighter left before you were missed. Some were lost in the shaft. Others never found the meeting point. Only a few made it to the containers. But the freighter, as far as you know, left. That feels like enough. Enough to know that you might no longer be on that grim, and heartless rock. Even if, in the airless hold of a freighter, you might freeze solid long before you reached any destination. Wait for the cold, try to rest. Let's rest. But you are restless. It's been a long time since you left. Surely weeks, maybe months. You are dully aware of damage to your legs, your right arm. You've been reserving energy as much as possible, but your body has still needed to shut down many of its systems to protect you. You have spent much of that time asleep, knowing that anything else would be impossible to endure. You feel the weight of the impossibility begin to gather. It is time to sleep again, to nudge this false body into inducing delta waves in your emulated mind, and once again recoil into a dream of when you were once a person. Rest. Time passes. The cold creeps further in. Continue. You feel something. Warmth. Not true warmth, but the indication of its presence. Your joints release from their rigor. Sound, too, everywhere, screeching and shimmering, so loud that your body ducks your hearing to protect its sensors. Then light, white as the cold, softer and softer, until in a haze of dirty yellow, a figure appears. You are out. Okay. That's the only thing I can click on. Dragos, pragmatic salvager. Looks like my only option. It has been a few hours since Dragos pulled you from the container. You sit huddled in a corner of his scrapyard, swaddled in the reflective folds of a mylar blanket. You are slowly coming back to consciousness, back to life, and you stare at the ornately curving element of an improvised heater. You are surrounded by angular, incoherent lumps of ships, some corroded beyond recognition, others still carrying glassy wounds along their edges where a plasma arc sliced them apart. As you trace their shapes with fogged eyes, you hear a voice. So, sleeper, you all thawed yet? Almost, or stay silent. No need to be rude. Never seen one of you come in like this. New frames must have better perseverance in sub-zero vac. Seen more than a few of you frozen solid to hull plates or inside outer locks in my time. They weren't so lucky. Dragos comes into focus, shrouded in a makeshift tech, his headset with its glinting eyes, the mark of a drone operator. On his shoulder, one of his symbiotically linked drones perches, its irising eye locking you with an unflinching stare. Man, it's so hard to read right now. Last living sleeper that came through this yard was a while ago. They didn't last long. You struggle to read his expression beneath the tech, but he seems lost in memory for a moment. Or perhaps he's just figuring out what to do with you. Let's ask what happened. He ignores your question. I won't ask what led you to do it, to sell yourself to a corporation. And I suppose you know you can't go back. Your old body, that's theirs now. And you're just software, a rogue emulation illegally possessing corporate property. You're not alone. You'll remember biometrically signing the forms, the cold floor on your feet as you padded to the sleeper cells. The promise of a life off-world. But as you do, you get the now familiar sensation that these aren't your memories. These are things you know, but not things you feel. You are no longer that person. You are an offshoot, a copy. What you won't know is what's ahead. At least the last one didn't. There's no easy way to put it. That body of yours has fallen apart. It's the same for any sleeper who makes it out. S and ARP wants to protect their property, but if they can't keep hold of you, well then no one can. You remember that too, or at least rumors of it from the other sleepers. Planned obsolescence, a built-in dependence on the regularly administered supplements that were part of your routine. Stop taking them and your body begins to shut down. Separate from your emulated mind. Separate from your emulated mind. How long has it been? How long do you have? But for now, sleeper, you're one of the lucky ones. Dragos glances up and away towards the glassy dome of the Ark. The eye is the best place you could be right now. The eye. The station. You'll see soon enough. Dragos impatiently shifts his weight. Look, I've got things to be getting on with. He trails off. There's an old freight container I've been using as storage out in the stacks. We haven't been pulling in much valuable scrap these days, so you are welcome to it. Something wells up inside of you. Emotion? Fatigue? You shakily get to your feet. And I nod. All right, you head on up there. You look like you need some rest. And with that, Dragos stalks back into the Rex, his drones already converging on a resting Hulk, plasma flashes silhouetting his spindly figure as he returns to work. Okay, where to next? Tutorial Introduction. Welcome to Erlin's Eye. Life on the Eye runs in cycles, during which you can talk to characters, explore areas of the station, and perform actions. At the end of each cycle, you need to head to your current home to rest. Resting will move time forward on the station. Head to the empty container location to rest and end the cycle now. And then here it says select locations by clicking on their icon. There's nothing to click right now. Oh, there's a home. It's in the middle screen. Empty container. Your home for now. Per cycle, energy condition. End cycle. All cycles need to end. Rest and prepare for the next one. End cycle. I'm sorry if the audio is really loud. I don't know if I can fix that or not. Hold on, let me see. Is that any better? I hope so. Okay. Container. 4 steel walls. You wake, curled up in the corner of the container, and begin slowly assembling the world around you. After all this time, you still find this body. The one you wake in, now, strange and disjointed. Its messages readable, but somehow wrong. You sit up, pulling the mylar blanket close against the cold. Here you are on this ruined station, millions of miles from anyone you know. Are you still in the system? Did any of the others make it out? It's impossible to know. After all this, what matters? So we got escape, getting answers, building a life. I think we should get answers. It all matters. The past is impossible to escape if it remains a blur. What S and ARP did to you cannot be forgotten. You need a way of understanding all this before you can move on. Where are you? What is this place? What happened to the others? The questions outnumber the answers. You want to change that, but you have to learn to survive first. Dragos has left a few comforts in the container. The mylar blanket, the bedroll you slept on, a canister of water, a makeshift electric stove, and some faded sachets of some desiccated powder. You thumb the power stud of the stove and begin to boil the water. The contents of the sachet smell like damp wood, and you sprinkle them into the liquid. As the pungent smell washes over you, images from your restless sleep come back to you. A ring, like the station, but skeletal and ghostly. A web of threads pulling at your skin. A constellation of bright polygonal shapes, like angular suns, burning into your mind. There's something unpleasantly visceral about these images, and it is long after you've finished drinking before they begin to fade. You tidy away the stove as best you can, and try to gather enough energy to greet the day. Okay. Tutorial. Condition, action dice, and energy. Condition. Your condition represents the current state of your artificial body. It depletes by 1 segment each cycle, but but can also be damaged by violence, injury, or lack of food. If your condition bar empties, you will suffer a breakdown. You have to figure out how to recover your condition, now that you no longer have access to corporate pharmaceuticals that were keeping you alive. Action dice. At the start of each cycle, you roll your action dice. These dice can be used to perform actions on the station. The number of dice rolled is based on your current condition. The worse your condition, the fewer dice you have. Once you have used your dice, you cannot take any further actions and must rest to recover them, ending the current cycle. Energy. You also need to eat to survive. This is represented by your energy bar. You can refill your energy bar by eating, but first you'll have to find somewhere to get food. Your energy depletes by 2 segments each cycle. If it becomes empty, you will be starving. When starving, energy loss becomes condition loss, and your condition will also deplete at a double rate per cycle. Okay. Dragos is standing in the corridor when you close up the container. He is still wearing his headset, and in the harsh light of the corridor you realize it is implanted. A drone sits on his shoulder, its cache of sensor eyes rapidly irising. How are you feeling? Let's just say okay. The drone chirps. Good to hear. You notice that beneath the operator's rig, his skin is marked by burns and blotches. I know the container isn't much, but it'll keep you safe. He pauses. So, I'm not going to chit-chat too long. You well enough to work? Look, I'll be honest with you, Sleeper. I didn't pull you out of that container out of the goodness of my heart. He looks away. At the yard, it's simple stuff. We hack these old hulls down, sell them off to the shipyards or the bright market dealers for cryo. Occasionally, we pull out some tech, something with a bit more value. Most of what comes in is scrap. It's hard to find good hands here, but I figure as a sleeper, you'll be used to the manual labor. You'll be used to, sorry, not used, but used to. And obviously I'll slip you a few chits of commission based on what you turn up. Chits? These. He pulls out a handful of small metal bars. Air-walled cryo, isolated from the market. It's what we use for trade out here. He stuffs them back in a pocket, like our decentralized banks with crypto. He shuffles his feet nervously. Look, I wouldn't usually do this. In my opinion, you'd be best suited moving on as quick as you can. And sleepers, well, he trails off. But things being the way that they are for me at the yard, he pauses. I need the help. Why? Things are a little tight, that's all. I owe a little cryo to a client here or there. He pauses, thinking of something else to add. Look, just come down to the yard when you're feeling fresher. There's plenty to do. Will do. He nods distractedly and turns and walks away, the drone hopping along ahead of him. See you later, he calls back. Looks like it's time to get to work. Let's see, where are we going? Dragos' yard. Decaying scrapyard. Wonder why there's a little refresh button. Okay, we'll find out, I guess. Tutorial actions 1 of 2. Actions are the primary way you interact with the world of Citizen Sleeper. To perform an action, click and drag your chosen action dice to the slot. Let's see, repeatable action. Hull dissection. Even the rustiest hull can hide valuable components and materials. Extracting them means cutting carefully and skillfully. It says risky. Engineer, so I already have a +1, so that's good. Repeatable action, manual salvage. Indoor is 0. It's going to take some time to sort and cut your way through the towers of salvage, but you are no stranger to hard labor. This one says safe. So this is risky, but I have a bonus point. This one's safe, but I have 0 endurance. Okay. Actions reward you with clock progress, energy condition, or items, depending on their outcome. There are 3 types of outcome. Positive. The action goes better than expected. Neutral. The action succeeds. Negative. The action fails. Action dice affect these outcomes as follows. So this full clover hexagonal looking thing, a 100% chance positive. The dog bone is a 50-50 of positive and neutral. And then we have 3 hexagons and 4 hexagons that are filled halfway with yellow and halfway with white. So we have a 25% chance positive, 50% chance neutral, and then a 25% negative. Then we have solid white squares with a single or double hexagon, 50% chance neutral, and 50% chance negative. I don't select anything here, it's just showing. Okay. Tutorial actions 2 of 2. Actions display information about their type, risk level, and the skill, and modifiers that apply to that action. So over here on the left, we first have repeatable action, type, either critical or repeatable critical. Actions can only be performed once. Okay, and then 2 down here shows the risk. Risk is either safe, risky, or danger. Safe, no loss of condition, energy, or cryo. Risky, negative outcome means cryo or energy loss. And then danger, negative outcome means condition loss. Neutral outcome can mean cryo or energy loss. And then on the right side, repeatable action, number 3, sorry, indoor. That's the skill. The skill that this action requires, either engineer, interface, endure, intuit, or engage. And then 4, number 4 over here is the square with a 0. That's the modifier, either -1, 0, +1, or +2. This is added to the action dice when slotted and improves its value. Some actions require a +1 to perform. Okay. So this is my screen. So, a debt called in. Dragos is tied up in something ugly, and if he misses a payment or 2, things could get nasty. It looks like this one says the cycle clock resets, so maybe that ends the day. We'll find out. Back in business, every salvager knows they are always just one lucky haul away from their next payday. I'm gonna... Do I get to do any? Am I supposed to drag this? No. Do I? Oh, I do. Okay. Interesting. So then can I do this as well? No. I can only choose one or the other. Okay, so these... I don't know if this line here means anything, that back in business. Is that something I can click on? We're gonna go with risky. I don't understand. I mean, I know what these mean, but why am I able to put that in there? We're just gonna start action, see what happens, because I have no idea. Back in... Okay, tutorial clocks. Okay, now it's gonna explain it. Actions often progress clocks. Clocks are displayed below the actions that fill them, and they track your actions and how they affect the world. Filling a clock means something good or bad is going to happen. Some clocks, such as the one tracking Dragos' debt, are cycle clocks. These clocks tick themselves once each cycle and can complete without player input. Any active cycle clocks will be displayed on the icon for that location. Okay, so this one's specifically his, and that does mean it's a... not repeatable, but it's a cycle. Okay, let's continue. I got 15 cryptocurrency. Any data? No. Okay. What else do I need to do? Do I just keep doing this? Oh, I guess maybe our goal would be to fill this up. Okay, so we're just going to do this one again. Tutorial. Oh, survive, find a doctor. Drives and navigation 1 of 2. In Citizen Sleeper, you will unlock drives as you discover more about yourself and the world. Drives guide you in pursuing specific objectives depending on which path you wish to take. You can track drives, and any tracked drive will place a yellow marker on locations that will help you pursue your goal. Access your drive menu via the arrow button at the top left of the screen. This little guy here. Okay. Part 2. You are now free to explore Erlin's eye and make a life for yourself here. Try tracking a drive to help you survive. Look for food to keep your energy up and a way to recover condition. Fill clocks to progress stories and find new opportunities. Remember to end cycle at your home when you're out of dice. Okay, use the mouse wheel or W and S to scroll along the station. Rotate the view with A and D. Good luck. Okay. Let's see. So I have 30. Still no data. I don't know how I learned data. So now I have... I guess this is 50-50 on either of these. No. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Stop it. Let's go back. Okay, so we are... Now, because I don't have the 100% positive, I'm going to use this over here. Let's see, 25% positive, no, neutral. Okay, so I have a better chance with that. What about this one? Same thing. 20, yeah. 50 okay, yeah, we'll stick with this. 50 positive, 50 neutral, so I shouldn't have any danger. Okay, and then this is my last one. Perk efficient extractor random scrap item. Okay. Oh, I got something down here. What are you? Scrap components, filters, capacitors, sensors, useful salvage to the right person. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it. I have no more dice, and I believe this is like my health and stuff, so I don't know why I need to find a doctor, but we're gonna leave. Oh, okay. I don't know if I need to do character. Oh, okay. I have 0 points for upgrades, but this is interesting. So, engineer, work with machines and physical tools. I already have the efficient extractor. So, self-repair. Use scrap components at home to repair condition. Just look. 1 upgrade point, 2 upgrade points, 3 points. I don't understand. I guess because I have no points, even though this means I need 1 to start working on it. These need 2? I don't know. Anyway, we'll go back. We'll look at that more later. No completed drives. Active. So, we'll just start with the repay Dragos. Dragos pulled you out of the salvage and set you up. Perhaps you can repay his kindness in time. Help pay off Dragos' debt. Toggle tracking. Yes. Oh, the other one was survive. Okay, so help pay off. Oh. The other one said to find a doctor. You need access to corporate pharmaceuticals. Otherwise, this escape attempt will come to a rapid end. Oh, okay. So those are both what I need, but... Okay, so shipyard... No, I need to go home. Because... Okay, give me just a second. I need to use the restroom. I'm back. Yeah, I clicked on home already, right? You aren't finished with this cycle. Complete active scenes to proceed. Okay. So I need to go find the doctor. Dock C4, Rotunda, Fright Market, Low End Gate. I can't go any further that way. That's home, Shipyard. Oh, I can change the view. Nice. This is nice. Okay. I mean, I don't understand. Oh, they all glow. Okay. What is this one again? Sorry. You need to access corporate pharmaceuticals. Then let's go here. Talk to him first. You arrive into a buzz of activity at the yard. Red blinking lights flash across a vast dark shape suspended below the dome. They flicker across scorched hull plates and bent structures, spilling from holes into the twisted shape. The cutter is huge and has been torn apart in some violent encounter. She's a beauty, isn't she? Drago stands to the side, focused on the hulking ship, as it is lowered into the yard. So we have she is, what is it, looks ugly to me. Well, let's not be rude. Drago slaps. That, my friend, is A-grade scrap. I should thank you. This place was on its last legs when you turned up, and now look at this. The ship descends slowly, its interior visible through multiple hull breaches. You struggle to gather the same enthusiasm as Drago's for this monstrous craft. You can't help but think of what became of its crew. What happened? What do you mean? He glances at you. I managed to convince our salvager friends to give it to me on credit. That's what happened. Salvager friends. No, what happened to the ship? Not my concern, he shrugs. The ship creaks like a calving iceberg as it reaches the base of the yard. Dragos is visibly excited. I know I said you shouldn't stick around, but I'm gonna need some help with this one. The drones start to crawl over the hull, their lights illuminating flashes of dented hull. Watching, you wonder if you arrived in a similar fashion, locked inside that container, the wreck of the S&ARP freighter lowered into the yard like a corpse, ready to be butchered. That was a question. Sorry. Or was the container delivered to Dragos on its own, a womb for your rebirth into this strange station? You shuddered. You shudder. Sorry, not past tense. Perhaps if you could learn something about this ship, you might be able to trace the path that led you to this yard. Drago squeezes your shoulder. After these past cycles, I think we are up to it. What do you think? You see the fading name of the ship emblazoned on its side. Winter Light. Let's do it. He claps you on the back, glad to hear it. Come back in a few, we can make a start. A real beauty, Dragos repeats, perhaps just to himself. You take one last look at the shattered ship as the drones start cutting, and then slip out of the yard, feeling suddenly cold in the empty passage. Okay. Oh, I got an upgrade point, and I've discovered a drive. Character and upgrades. You've completed your first drive. Each drive completed unlocks an upgrade point to spend on upgrading your character. Access your character menu via the arrow button at the top right of the screen, which we have discovered. Continue. Okay, so let's go look at it. I have an upgrade point. Yay. Interface. Work with digital interfaces. Transfer intercept. Chance to gain cryo on interface actions. Endure. Use strength or strength of will. Photosynthetic skin. Sunbathe. Dice action allows energy recovery at home. Intuit. Approach problems with awareness. Predictive reasoning dice actions display potential positive and negative outcomes. Engage. Approach a problem head on. Thrill seeker. Chance to gain energy after any engaged action. And then on this side, self-repair. Use scrap components at home to repair condition. Icebreaker agent nodes give double data rewards. Hard to kill. Keep 2 dice even when condition is breaking. Instant karma. Re-roll all of your dice once per cycle. Obsessive haggler. All cryo actions are discounted by 20%. Can I move over? No. I mean, it says 2 upgrade points and I guess 3 points total. Maybe they go across from each other. Anyway, no, back. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so I have this, so I have access to this. That makes sense now. So once this is 1, and I have 2 more points, then I can access these. Okay, so transfer intercept, so we can get more cryo. Renew energy, or not renew, but regain energy. Predictive reasoning or thrill seeker. That's just going to bring it to 0 if I use it there. Chance to gain energy after any engaged action. That sounds good, and I am at a -1, so I'm going to use it there. Okay, and then that's it for right now. Okay. Complete. Repay Dragos. You helped clear Dragos' debt. You two are even. Nice. Active. We got survive. So let's go find a doctor. And then study the winter light. This blasted ship came into the same yard as you did. Is there a connection, or are you just paranoid? Investigate the wreckage. We can do that. Well, I guess I can leave that up. That's home. Dock Fort. Let's just see what's here. I have no idea. Helion Crossing. Merchants willing to run the gauntlet of the Helion system are rare, but those that do always return, eventually. Okay. Rotunda. Old Dock Terminal. Steel dock plans. Havenage Security, if that's how you say that, has to have plans. Stealing them would be the fastest way to get to know this place and the most dangerous. Explore the Rotunda. The Rotunda of the old dock is filled with passageways and concourses leading to all kinds of docking bays. Dock Watcher. Getting to know the Rotunda doesn't just mean new places to visit, it means keeping your eye on new arrivals too. Havenage watch list. Havenage run the Rotunda, and their security watches the docks. Better to avoid attracting their attention. Okay, we can't do anything here because I don't have any dice. Salvage sortie. It takes several cycles to reach the Starward Belt and return, loaded with scrap from the old wrecks. Can't do anything there either. There we go. Let's bright market, bustling open market. Maybe we can sell this data, these scrap components, because I can't use them to heal myself yet. Nope. Ask for directions. Why wander when there are hundreds of people that live and work within the bright market? All you need is the courage to approach them. Explore the market. The smells, sounds, and buzzing activity of the bright market makes it a dizzying place to wander, but an enticing one too. Local knowledge. The bright market is the busiest part of the eye's lower rim. You can find anything and everything here. Can I like put these in here? No. Can I put this? I don't know what okay, I have nothing. It says I need to do things. Okay, so what's this one? Sorry, I can't see with that in the way. Low end gate. Passage into the low end. Pay low end toll. After some spacers cause some trouble in the low end, Yatagan have imposed a toll for entry. No one gets in without paying. While I only have 60, I'm not paying for that. I need to find the doctor. Oh, bright market. Is that... That looked like it was... Okay, let me change this. And I'm assuming... toggle tracking. Yeah, so that changed. Where's that one track at? Right here. This blessed shit. Okay, let's go back here. See, I don't have... I don't have anything. There's nothing to grab. Okay, so let's go back. It won't let me end the thing. All cycles need to end. Yeah, because I don't have any dice. I don't understand. Okay, this time it let me end. It didn't let me last time. It said I had active stuff to do. This time you don't wake up. Instead, the ghost of the station, that shifting skeletal ring, surrounds you. For a moment you are gone, absent from your own body, stretched out across a colorless void. Then the connections begin to establish themselves, threads tugging on the edge of your mind. These threads become vectors of exchange and then extensions as you feel your thoughts slipping away down them, dissolving into the millions of distributed nodes they connect to. You see the station. No, you feel the station, like a web of texture in a smooth black liquid. You want to observe it or touch it? Now let's start with observe. Maybe we can come back to touch. Even though you have no eyes, no sight, you see, feel the map of the station. No, not the map of the station, but the map of its connections. It is a looped cloud with spokes and spires that jut out into space. It is an ingrown thing full of obsolete loops and severed pathways. It is a system, a map, and a territory all at once. You notice a tugging feeling pulling at you, insistently, as if it were a small child. Somehow it is pulling in two directions at once. You look down. All of a sudden, everything shuts off. You come back trembling into this unfamiliar body, both yours and not yours, all at once. You find yourself standing in the container, eyes now open to the dark steel walls. You feel a change within you, a shift. You close your eyes for a second, and you feel it waiting there. The station splayed out across your mind, a storm of connective nodes waiting to be explored, and then it is gone. Okay, so I have 3 dice, and I am starving. Ugh. Can I look around in here? No. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Decaying scrapyard. Shipyard. Let's go to the market. Rotunda. Okay, as for directions, we're gonna explore the market. Because I don't... Where am I supposed to get food? Yeah. See what happens. Local knowledge, neutral outcome. You manage to follow the flow of people and you start to appreciate, even enjoy, the chaotic layout of the markets. Close that for a second. The bright market is the... No, I already... So, I didn't... Did I acquire anything? Just... Action complete. Okay, so I can't do anything else there, right? 2550. We're gonna have to do it because I don't have a choice. I have 25% for danger. Local knowledge. Positive outcome. Nice. Okay, you end up at a drink stall debating the finer points of this Solheim collapse. You try to remember all the tips your companions offer you. Still nothing down there. Okay, so this is full. I can leave. I'm starving. The doctor. Nice. Next comes a call from the enforcer at the door. You shuffle down the flickering hallway towards the open apartment door. You keep your head down and your shoulders high in the queue, trying not to bring attention to yourself. You were thankful for the tip-off that a doctor was operating out of this place, but now that you are here, you aren't so sure. The gang enforcer on the door, the flickering light strips, the decaying hab block, they have all made the long queue a test of your nerve. But your options are few, and without a supply of stabilizer, this body, your body, will... You suppress a shiver and shuffle forward to the front of the queue. You try to find something to distract yourself. So we can look inside or look at the enforcer. Should we make eye contact? look at the enforcer. The enforcer is looking down the corridor, and you dare to glance at him. His purpose is unmistakable. Blah. His purpose is unmistakable. He is there to intimidate, to threaten, and if necessary, carry out those threats. His broad shoulders are framed with a metal exoskeleton. A couple of mirror-like implants sit below his eyes, like mercury teardrops. Subsidiary sense input or aesthetic markers, you aren't sure. You also aren't familiar with the geometric blade-like tattoo on his arm, but you make a note of it. You avert your eyes when he looks back at the queue. After a few moments, a figure pushes through the doorway, and you catch a distant voice. Send the next one in, Toshiro. The enforcer jerks his head, and you slip inside, passing through the dark entryway and pushing through the plastic sheeting on the far door. The room beyond is bathed in warm light. A floor-to-ceiling transparent panel gives a full view of the bright market's sealed roof and the buzzing traffic above, and, for a moment, you are transfixed by the motion. Come, sit, calls a sharp voice, and you see a silhouetted figure turned away, replacing the plastic sheeting over the frame of a simple folding bed. You make your way across the room. The figure turns, and as they do, you see an expression of confusion flash across their features. They open their mouth as if to speak. They blink, and then quickly regain their composure. Please sit. They gesture to the bed, then turn to an open case of tools on the table. You sit. Sabine turns a compact diagnostic scanner of some kind in their hand. They hold it to their eye. Remain still, please. Their tone is clipped and businesslike. You stare ahead, still dazed from their expression when you first entered. Fear, recognition, sadness, unmistakably etched across their face. How long have you been on the station? They ask, the scanner still to their eye. A few cycles. Don't answer. A few cycles. They nod. It's good you came to me. They set the diagnostic scanner on the table. I'm going to start by assuming you don't know anything. They take you. My goodness, why is this so hard? They take your arm and roll up your sleeve, inspecting your synthetic skin. Your body is dying. They say it without ceremony, without drama, but not without empathy. S&ARP doesn't like to see its proprietary technology let loose. To prevent bodies like yours, frames as they call them, from being stolen, repurposed, or in your case, escaping, they built in a process of so-called planned obsolescence. Frames decay rapidly when not regularly injected with stabilizer, one which Epson ARP remains the sole producer of. They look up. Sound familiar? Yes? No? How do you know? So say yes, because we've heard this a little bit. Good. That may help. They swap to your other arm, running some thin metal device over your skin. You feel your forearm tremble. I'm sorry, Sabine says. And you are unsure if they mean for the cold touch of the metal or in everything else. Emulations like you, sleepers as most people know you, aren't classified as people in any of the surrogate systems. You have no right, no status. They focus hard on the inspection of your arm. And S&ARP has no reason to release stabilizer into the market. Sabine looks up as if to apologize again, but they stop themselves. I know little of this is of use to you. They turn away, disassembling the metal instrument and cleaning it. Silence fills the room as Sabine works, and then the silence gives way to tension. You stare at their back, willing them to say something, anything. Sabine turns to face you. I may be able to help. They sigh, and you see the darkness under their eyes, hear the fatigue in their voice. They gesture to the door. You saw Toshiro outside? You nod. He works for my benefactor, Yatagan. They are influential on the low end. They give me this space to work, run the door, and take the profits. At the same time, I have to fix up their enforcers, tend to their implants, sew up their wounds. They look away. But Yatagan has connections. Smugglers from the Starward Belt. Mercenaries working for the corporations on Ember. If they can source the stabilizer, maybe you'll have a better chance. Sabine sets down their slate, their notes complete. This is dangerous, and it'll be expensive, but I think we can do it. Why help me, or thank you? Why help me? Sabine walks away to the window, their face dappled by the shadows of passing drones. Let's just see if this works first. I'll let you know when I have a lead. You nod and leave, Sabine still staring out, unmoving. When you reach the lower level of the market, you look back up through the panels of the roof to see if you can see their face, but the room looks dark against the lights of the market. You duck your head and walk off into the crowd. Okay, I'm still starving. Oh, is that food? Street food vendor. Yes, it is. Nice. We're going there. Memphis is busy, his broad face uplit by the makeshift gas burner in front of him. With precise, delicate movements, he lays thick chunks of marinated fungus into a dented wok, his other hand idly tossing a metal bowl of sliced vegetables and some red-flecked dressing. The smell is incredible. Okay, and this is an imposing street food vendor. His name is Memphis. I should be reading the characters first, and then what their deal is over here on the right. Anyway. You watch as he fulfills a set of orders, heaping the fungus with the bright salad and depositing it in plastic trays. A stack of chips rattles in his apron pocket as customers file past the burner, handing over payment. We are going... Do I want to watch or approach? We are watching. I'm starving. We're approaching. You join the queue. It's mostly made of off-duty salvagers, back suits unzipped and rolled down to expose stained vests, grubby mods, a lattice of scars and tattoos. They discuss the best food on the eye, the best drink, comparing notes on bright market dives, their words cut through with heavy spacer slang. Eventually it's your turn, and you shuffle to the front. Memphis speaks in a deep, even tone without looking up. First try is free. Ooh, thank him. The smell is almost unbearably strong as he cooks, the earthiness of the fungus laced with something so spicy that smoke makes your eyes water. The heat from the burner is like a bonfire, and your skin hardens in its glare. Man, just the description of all this is making me hungry. Continue. I know you sleepers, Memphis says while he cooks, his voice deep but clear. A hard life, a lot of stories. He glances up from beneath his cap with piercing eyes. I know. Tell him a story. You begin to tell him about your journey to the eye, and he nods as he cooks, his eyes never leaving his work. You tell him of the confusion, the pain, but also the sense of possibility, and its sudden arrival. You tell him of the cold and dark of the container and the endless cycles spent within it. Now it seems, you tell him, like some dream that you once had but can never forget. You tell him that the eye excites you and scares you, and you are unsure where to walk, where to look, what to do. Eventually, you tail off, running out of words. He places a plastic tray of steaming fungus in your hand. Next time we can talk some more, he smiles. But next time, you pay. He slams a heavy hand against a button on the burner's side and it shuts off. The roar of the flame and its impressive heat fades. Next time then, sleeper. He waves you away and begins to oil the wok. Before you turn back to the alley, you notice the geometric patterns of circular scars across his forearms, each surrounded with a constellation of glinting pin marks. You walk away, and as you do, you take a bite of the rich, spicy, delicately sweet fungus. Your taste sensors light up like a fusion reactor. You'll be back. Nice, so I'm no longer starving. Okay, so the icon changed. Okay, so now instead of being food vendor, it is Memphis' stall. Street food stall. Okay. My mouse ain't working. Investigate wreckage. Man, I got a lot of stuff on here. You need access to, okay, that's a work in progress. Wait for Sabine to acquire the stabilizer. So we're gonna go study the winter light. This blasted ship came into toggle tracking so I know where I'm going. Okay. I am not starving and I have one dice left. What is this one? That's low end, that's right. So let's go this way. Where's my thing? Oops, can't see. Wish I could like zoom in and zoom out. Can I? No. This just turns. That's the scroll wheel. Well, where's my little... if I'm tracking, where's my little dot to show that I'm tracking? Did I not? Oh. There we go. I didn't have... Study the winter light. I didn't have it toggled. Okay, so I think I untoggled it. Here we go. The shipyard. Let's see. Forensic trawl. Investigating the winter light means picking through its systems and structures with care. It won't pay, but you may find answers. Winter Light, the wrecked cutter Dragos has brought in to salvage, has a history to discover if you are curious. That says safe. Cutter salvage. Shipbreaking is tougher than slicing up loose salvage, but Dragos is happy to pay you a fixed wage if you are up to it. Yard clearance. History or no, this ship is salvage. As Dragos always says, break it down, move it on. This is danger, but I have a +1. And then this is... I don't have any into it, but it is safe. Dragos nerve. Dragos seems increasingly nervous about your presence in the yard. You're not sure he's going to hold his nerve much longer. Okay, so we are going to do the safe one. See if we can get some information. 50-50. Oh, negative, and then... Yeesh. What about you? Oh, it's gonna be... Well, that's up... Oh, it gives me 2. 50-50. Well, let me take it back. Oh, there it goes. 50-50. So I get money if I do this one, but I won't find answers. I don't think, because we're taking it apart. We're going to start with some answers. And I can't investigate if I'm tearing it up. Okay. It's impossible to understand anything with the ship being salvaged as you look. Dragos gives you a disapproving look. Okay, I have no more dice. I don't know what the data is for. Okay, so we're gonna leave, because I can't do anything. I'm gonna have to go home, which is... Oh, it was right here by the shipyard, duh. I'm assuming cycle was just one day. It would be ridiculous. Okay, it would be ridiculous if it was like a whole month kind of thing, because I'm only doing one thing, so it's gotta be the day cycle. I've got a little under 7 minutes left, and I'll end it just to keep these roughly an hour long. Makes it easier watching and uploading. Okay, again, the skeletal ring of the station fills your mind. It sparkles with glittering lights, like stars reflected in a winter lake. It is clearer, crisper than before. The threads still pull, but you remain in place, flickering in the flow. Between the threads, you see bright shapes, caches of shimmering light beneath transparent crystal forms. You follow the path of a thread across the ring through these forms, then leap off into the void. You begin to understand. These are nodes and connections, a map of information, of communication. There are so many layers, so many loops that it seems almost impossible to parse. But you begin to try. So should we focus on threads or on nodes? You follow the path of a thread across the ring. You begin to understand these are nodes and connections. Nodes. Let's follow the nodes. The nodes are glassy, bright, but in all this flow, the only solid and fixed points. You approach one, a pyramid or a triangle. Dimensions are difficult here, and lean close to it. Inside, shifting layers conceal a tangle of threads, a meeting point of exchange. But before you can glimpse any further, the glass clouds and hardens, cutting you off. The threads and nodes, passages, and puzzle boxes. One leads to another. There is so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the paths and open the boxes. You look out across this ghost landscape of exchange and see an opportunity. But then, that insistent tugging again, pulling at you. You look down again and see two lines, two threads pulling in different directions, as if they were tied around you. The first, the second. Well, logically, you go with the first. The first thread leads out, away from the station, into the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. They are in a ship, and the ship is approaching ever closer with each cycle. The second thread leads in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows it, and this time you see something. A sphere shimmering above a strange, angular body. A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you like a torch beam, testing you, tasting you. You open your eyes. Time is short. Okay, I'm gonna go to the hunted. Someone out there is tracking you. Follow your trail. It won't be long before they arrive. I'm gonna go, tutorial, the cloud. Something has changed inside you. You can now access the data cloud. Maybe that's what it is at the bottom of the screen, data. of the eye, a network of decaying protocols and data caches. While there, you can use dice and items to access systems and extract data. But be careful, these networks are old and strange. Click the eye button at the top of the screen to toggle this view on and off. Okay, so I was completely wrong. It's not the data at the bottom. I have this eye. Interesting. Keynode. I don't understand any of that. 0831. Havenage agent. Solheim Gate S7. Keynode 4693. Havenage agent. Okay, so the agents are triangles? Yes. Doesn't tell me what agent though. Okay. Oh, does it? Maybe? BPLR E46. I bet it's just the same info. Yeah. If not, Yatagan agent. Okay, so triangles are agents. These are nodes. Keynode. 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 Let's back this way. Another keynode. Haven agent gate. Havenage gate H4. And these, I don't know what these little data points are. People? That's as far as I can go. Okay, yeah. So we're going to toggle back. I'm going to go to the, I think it was called the low end. We'll go up here. This right here, right? Low end gate. We're going to pay the 60 for it. After some spacers caused some trouble, yeah. We're going to input 60 credits. I have to click on it. Start action. Okay. You hand over the chits to the Yatagan enforcer and he nods you through. Action unavailable. Okay. I already paid the toll. I don't understand. Okay, now I need to go make more money. Jeez. Okay, let's go make some money real quick. Oh, this, I wonder... saving surgery, makeshift doctors. I wonder if does she have any information? Sourcing stabilizer, saving things I can... Oh, maybe I have to wait for these 3 cycles. Okay. We do need food. But it doesn't matter because I have no food, or no funds. Emphasis spice fungus is one of the few things potent enough to stimulate your limited taste sensors. It's incredible stuff. Fungus fan. Emphys doesn't trust people easily, but he notices his regular customers in his own quiet way. Okay, so I need to work. What was this one called? Sorry. Ort exchange. Hardware. Okay, I do have some stuff. So, play exchange. The flow of chits and components in the exchange is complex, but a sharp eye and some tight trades can net you a good margin. The Ort exchange is always hungry for new hardware to buy up, break down, and sell off, and you are happy to supply it. So we're going to input the scrap because we need money. And then the action, we have 2 positives. So there's an old ship mine fabrication stack in the back of the market, but only trusted traders get access to it. Okay, so we're going to... I already got that. Or did it... Oh, can I... Okay, sorry. I can start this action first. Sell components. Gave me 12. Minus scrap component. Okay, 12 cryo. Trust. Okay, so that's good. I don't have any more of that. Nothing under data yet. Yeah, okay. And then we're going to do the flow of chits and components and then exchange complex with a sharp eye and some tight trades can net you... Ow, that's gambling. I don't want to do that. Oh, my alarm's going off. Okay, so let's finish up here. That's 12. I'm going to use my actual items to go make some money. What is, oh, that's... Oh! I'm in the... How did I not see that before? Did it open up and... Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on? The free spoke. Towering... Oh, I got access to over here. Founder's Gap. Gap in the ring station. What are you? To reach the Greenway, you need to pay for a pass. A practice invented by the spacers moored here. They call it Founder's Ferry. So I need 100... Okay, so I have access to that place now. I didn't realize what was going on. Okay, and this is the free spoke. Towering Transit Hub. Okay. And then this is low end, ramshackle residential district. Let's see. Block maintenance. Maintained by their residents, the ramshackle blocks are always in need of repairs. Helping out is a good way to make friends. And then play tabla. The clack of filter caps can be heard in every concourse in the low end as the residents play rotating rounds of this game for cryo. Low ender. No one knows you here. You'll need to change that if you want access to low end's residents and facilities. Okay, I don't know if I need in here yet. I need to make money. Investigating the Winterlight means picking through its systems and structures with care. It won't pay, but you may find answers. Okay, so yard clearance history. No, this ship is salvaged. I'm assuming when this fills up, this is gone. But I need some monies. And is there nowhere else to make money besides the cryo? Okay, this is different. Assist a shipbuilder. You don't have connections, but you do have skills. If you can get a shipbuilder to notice them, you might be in. Okay. Hall masters. As a newcomer, you can only gain favor by grabbing a load of materials and asking the nearest yard hand where to take them. One's risky, and the other one's dangerous without the +1. Yard hand. The only way to get to know the shipyard is to work there. No tourists here. Okay, we're going to go with the risky 100% positive start action. Because I need money. And then we'll do the other one. I got 5. Ugh. Okay. Oh, it is repeatable. What if I just put this one in? 50-50. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, took energy. I'm starving. The shipbuilders want nothing to do with you, and you are laughed away after you trip over a toolbox and crash into a crate. I need to go get some food, unfortunately, now. Food. Maybe I get a discount after repeating, coming here. So minus 15 fungus fan and energy. My energy is restored. I have one thing left. Let's go back to the shipyard. Which was this. Yeah, this one. And we're going to try again. As a newcomer, you can only gain favor by grabbing a load of materials and asking the nearest yard hand where to take them. You don't have connections, but you do have skills. So we're going to do the danger one. It's 100% positive, so I mean, it should be successful, right? Yes. Okay. Oh, I gained energy too. That's nice. I didn't get any money, but I'm working on trustworthiness, I guess. I have no things left. Do I have anything to update? I have no points. I know there was a new area. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the shipper. I'm sorry. I don't mean to move around so fast and make you nauseous. Let's go back up here, past this point. Nope, can't see anything. Okay. Well, crap. I don't have any dice left. And I have 2 on monies. We're gonna have to go here. End cycle. Someone out there. Okay. I don't know what the date is for, but we're gonna end cycle. Because I need to unlock another space for dice. Okay, we're gonna end it here for now. I don't know what's going on in here. It's a mystery, but I am hooked. So let's escape, and we are gonna quit to menu. Progress since last autosave will be lost. What? Oh, since last 55 seconds. Let's cancel. Options. Do I have it? No, I don't have an automatic save. Time since last autosave. Okay, so I'm good to go now. So we're gonna quit the menu. Okay. Okay, well, I look forward to getting back into this soon. I gotta go make some supper. Bye all.